Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Well, we welcome you to Lanier, not North Wilkesboro. Our last broadcast was on a Sunday night, but we are live at the virtual Lanier Raceway in Brazelton, Georgia. Lanier National Raceway is what it used to be called. I think now it's called Lanier Raceplex, but nonetheless, we are in the house, and don't forget the W. Don't forget the W.
Oh, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
We welcome you to our coverage tonight on the Elevated TV and CRN of course, I don't know what we call this. I really don't know what we call this. I guess it's
the Braxton DeWeese 160.
Okay, this is the Braxton DeWeese Racing 160.
Yes, sir. I'm about to put the logo up on there in just a second.
We're doing a race for our buddy Braxton DeWeese. There you go. Of course, you heard him in the coverage of the what do you call it, the 500 that we did a few days ago. So see everything updating one by one at a time, and obviously we are ready to get started. So we're gonna have a fun one here tonight. Glad you're joining us, of course, on Elevated Television as well as on the Community Radio Network. I am Wesley Outland. Color analyst is Cody Deemers, and someone else, please, is Cody as well. So he wears a lot of hats, but he's there and he's ready to go. And how did this idea come up, Cody? You're just a glutton for punishment. It took off as hot as it's been the damn last couple of days. My goodness, man! Wow.
Man, I'll be honest with you, I'm bored. And then
okay.
I thought today was Thursday, not Wednesday. I've been thinking all day has been Thursday, not Wednesday night. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, is it Friday night or Thursday night? And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to text Wesley. Well, then I text you, and I was like, what are you doing? And you said nothing. I was like, well, why are you not at Wake County? And then I thought about it. I was like, oh, it's Wednesday. What? No wonder he's not at Wake County. Then I was like, well, maybe he's doing Nazareth. Well, then I go look at Nazareth. They don't have nothing scheduled till Friday. I was like, well, I'm all over the place. This heat's got me all kinds of messed up working in it.
Yeah. So, anyhow, we are ready to roll, and we're glad you're joining us for the Braxton DeWeese Racing 160. We got a great show planned for you tonight. Matter of fact, let's take a look at what will be tonight's racing setup. We got a whole lot of things planned. If you like late models, you like mini stocks, legends, we got that all on the card here this evening, Cody. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And we even got Silver Crowns, Wesley. Silver Crown cars. That's going to be fun. Good little event there with that one. And looks like we are getting gridded for the first twin here for the late models. Remember, they're going to be running twin 40s tonight.
Make sure I've got the format here. I wanted to make sure I got all this stuff. You sent it to me. You sent it to me earlier. And, oh, hell, where is it? There it is. We got twin 40s for the late models, and then we've got the Silver Crown cars. They're going to go 35 laps. The Legends will go 25 laps. Mini stock 25, and the Chargers will go 35 laps. So 6 races here tonight.
And Wesley, I want to let them know we are mimicking Wake County. When I text Wesley earlier, I was like, you know what? I didn't know if I wanted to do like a summer shootout type deal or if I wanted to do like a Wake County Friday night type deal and use Lanier. And Wesley said, let's do Slinger, but Slinger just doesn't produce really good racing. And
that disappoints me because, man, Slinger Super Speedway is a quarter mile. I mean, it's an awesome track. I'd have figured it would have been a really good place to have racing, but I guess not. You hurt my feelings.
So Lanier puts on a great. You can run the outside, you can run the bottom. I mean, it just puts on a way better racing, and it mimics Wake County. I mean, it's a small little tight bull ring. You got the banking. I mean, it is shaped differently. I feel like, and in a whole other state, so it's gonna be fun. That's for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to take a look at the starting lineup for race number 1, the Twin 40s here at the virtual Lanier National Raceway, Lanier Raceplex, if you will. On the pole, Connor Jones in the 44 to the outside, Minnie Tyrell from the Cars Tour, both of them. Dale Earnhardt Jr., of course, in the 301 to the outside. Donovan Strauss in the number 51. Row 3, Landon Huffman and Landon River Lewis make up row number 3. Row 4, Finds Doug Barnes Jr., the Air Doug Barnes from Maryland. James Schaefer to the outside. Top 10, Cody will find Cade Brown. Originally from Texas, Highlands, Texas, now North Carolina. And Parker Eatman from Wilson will start 10th. There you go.
You have row 6 going to be Buddy Isles Jr. in the 11th position, and Chase Burrows starting to his outside. Row 7 going to be Ryan Millington and Mr. Dylan Wilson. And if you don't know something about Dylan Wilson, he makes his own alcoholic beverage. Fun little fact there that I found out about Dylan Wilson.
All that moonshine.
Yes, sir. Row 8 Row 8 is Chad McCumbee. And to his outside, the young kid. The first time I met this kid, he was 10 years old racing a limited late model at Carteret County Speedway. And he qualified on the pole that race, too, Tristan McKee. Row 9 going to be Mr. Cars Tour champion, Jared Fryer. And to his outside, the pro late model Cars Tour champion is going to be Caden Quapple. Row 10 is going to be Ronnie Bassett Jr. rounding out that field. Row 11 going to be Mason Diaz and Andrew Grady. And row 12 going to be Brendan Pierce and Connor Hall, and then Carson Lofton and Caden Honeycutt round out your final rows, Wesley.
Field's rolling. Let's get it started. And ladies and gentlemen, we're about ready to get them going for the first race. They're running twin 40s tonight, as we mentioned, for the NASCAR, for the late models. Laps, win 40s here. So these guys are all getting ready to roll. 26 cars. They'll get at least a lap or two for preliminaries. And then we'll get ready to turn them loose for the big show coming up here in just a matter of moments. Remember, the Chargers are racing as well. I think I throw that out there. Everybody is racing twin 40s for the late models. Everyone else is just drivers of the single race program. All right, lights off on the pace car. We'll get ready to turn them loose. Hey, there's the Dale Earnhardt Jr. Pepsi 2001 throwback when he won the race after the passing of his father in Daytona in February 2001. Nice throwback, all-star. It's the Budweiser MLB All-Star Game wrap job. Pace cars at Lanier. We're going green. This is late models, twin 40s, race number 1. And let's see how they work off the corner. Out of turn 4, put a lap on the board, and Connor Jones battling Tyrell on the outside. Junior on the bottom. Here comes Landon Huffman going after him, Cody. And there's about a nice 5-car battle for the lead working on 4.
Yeah, Phil working down into turn number 1. And Minnie Tyrell making the outside work, Wesley. This is what I was talking about earlier. It took 2 laps for Connor Jones to clear him. But here comes Minnie Tyrell working on that outside of Junior. Junior in that Budweiser number 8. And Tyrell still not giving it up. But here comes Huffman, Landon Huffman in that High Rock Vodka number 37. And look out, right behind him, you got Donovan Strauss as they work off of turn number 4.
Former 2-time champion at Hickory Motor Speedway, 1 year in the limited late models, the other year in the NASCAR late model division on Saturdays at Hickory, at the birthplace of NASCAR. From, of course, Claremont, North Carolina. There goes the High Rock Vodka Chevrolet down to the inside. He'll peek. He'll make a move for third. He'll set his sights on Dale Jr. And while that goes on, we got Connor Jones way up ahead with 5 in off 4.
Yeah, he's opened up a big lead as here comes Huffman. Huffman going to try to go to the outside. Not going to work. Strauss going to put his nose in there. Here comes Cade Brown to the inside. It's Minnie Tyrell. Tyrell trying to make the outside work there. Not wanting to get work here early on. Maybe got to put a little group. And look at the gaggle of traffic back here, Wesley Allen.
It certainly is a wad of traffic right there. Side by side, stride for stride on the bottom. That's going to be Wilson's car. Fryer behind him. So is McCumbee up the hill. McKee, Eatman, Pierce, all right there. And that big gaggle of traffic now as they work their way into turn number 1 and 2.
Yeah, and Connor Jones is out front with 30 coming to 30 to go. Junior right there in that Budweiser number 8. Then you got Huffman in 3rd, Brown, Strauss. And then it doesn't get good till you get about right here for 7th, 8th with Buddy Isles and Minnie Tyrell and even the 54 machine of James Schaefer.
Getting good in the neighborhood in the early going. Kind of mimicking what would be the format at Wake County Speedway. I said this at the racetrack, a matter of fact, on Friday night, Cody, and me and Ryan Pittman and Charlie Hansen and Noah Evans, we were all talking about it. We would love to see iRacing step up and put Wake County Speedway on the iRacing server. I would love to see it. Somebody did it on a video game a long time ago, but it is like
It's on NR 2003.
I don't want to say anything disrespectful to make anybody be offended out there, but it was like a podunk, redneck, hillbilly style version of the racetrack. I mean, it didn't even have the fancy pizzazz, if you will. It looked like the track designed made out of boxes, out of and it was an old model racetrack too. But the effort was made to make it, so that looked cool. With Jones still in the lead, but maybe one day we will be able to put Wake County on the iRacing server.
For sure.
We're taking donations. We're taking donations, Cody. Yeah.
As Jacob Reef says, if my Venmo is blah, 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 it's Wake County Speedway.
Taking donations. I'm sure Charlie Hansen would really appreciate that. Jonathan, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Come by and say hello, man. I'll be there very early on Saturday. By the way, if you don't know, the Modified Mafia is doing their first TV broadcast with Sports Action Television.
I was thinking you were going to be at Tri-County Parkway.
No, sir. No. That was a filling in to help a friend, dude. Last minute thing. Yeah. The only kart racing stuff I do is the WKA events, the World Karting Association. That's it. Now, I did go out there to Tri-County last week because I had an off day, and like I said, helping somebody out. So, nonetheless, we're closing in on halfway, just past halfway, actually. What a job by Connor Jones. Got to wonder, though, is Junior saving something for the number 44, though, Cody?
Yeah, he has reeled him in, and he is now on the back bumper of that number 44 machine as they work off into turn number 1. There you see it closing in, Wesley Allen, and he is about ready to put that bumper to him.
Another lap on the board. Solid lap around the racetrack for this guy right now. And just kind of patiently lying in the weeds, and that's what you got to do here. That's what we're listening for. Just waiting for the battle for the lead, and here he comes. I told you it was coming. He got him. He's going for it. Inside.
Connor Jones is going to try to hang on the outside. Don't think it's going to work. Not even with his lap traffic helping him. Junior to the lead there off of turn number 2. Down into 3. Here comes Jones. Jones going to dive it in there. Lap traffic going to hold up the 8. Jones going to peek to the outside. Battle back for the race lead as they work down the front stretch into 1.
I'll tell you what, people, if you haven't had a chance, check out the archives from Sunday's race. But in the process, look at the preliminary, the Wiener 500. That was fun.
This is getting good, Wesley.
You're ignoring me. It's about the Wiener 500 and you're totally blowing me off, literally. You're not paying attention to nothing I'm saying.
Sorry, this race for the battle for the lead. You got a 5-car battle here. And yeah, the Weenie 500 And the craziest part about the whole race, Wesley, to me, was that the real life race was a photo finish, and so was our Weenie 500.
Yeah, it really was. We had a ball, man. It was very fun. Enjoyed it.
Oh, Jacob Reeves is chilly dog.
Whoa! Jacob Reeves.
Yeah, his chili dog didn't make the hunt for the win though.
Yeah, he was committed. Just came up a little bit short there. By the way, we're at 8 laps to go. Flag to flag so far in this 40-lap late model feature. And what if every late model race across the country with 26 cars could be like this?
It'd be nice. And it's really good battling, man. I mean, here comes Cade Brown coming to the inside of Jones. Jones, this is a battle for second as they work off a 2, excuse me. And then you got the 45. That's going to be Mason Diaz. He's right there. A lap down.
Good solid run for Diaz right now as they put him currently in the top 25. Diaz just went a lap down. My bad. Okay, he's struggling.
I was going to say he's struggling, Wesley.
Michael Diaz is going to tell that man to fix his car. All right, son, get it fixed. 4 to go, 3 to go. Junior in the lead, by the way. Dale Earnhardt Jr. passing Quapple in that Junior Motorsports number 8 machine. Bass Pro Boats Tracker entry. Bass Pro Shops Tracker Boats entry, I mean. Junior holding on to the lead here. Got a lap cars to pick right there, but here comes the 303. Zach Brown. There goes Kate Brown on the inside. Can he get him? 1 way to go. White flag. W Energy 1 to go. Final lap. Junior holding on. No. Kate Brown gets around him. Kate Brown.
Last lap pass.
Oh, Junebug.
Last lap pass gets him, and to the inside he goes, and Strauss almost gets Junior at the line as well. So Junior almost fell 2 spots on 1 lap.
Well, nonetheless, it is Cade Brown, former late model champion at Florence Motor Speedway, picking up the victory over Dale Earnhardt Jr., Donovan Strauss, Connor Jones, Landon Huffman, Doug Barnes, Landon Lewis. Quiet night for him. Minnie Tyrell started on the outside of the front row, but fell all the way back to 8th. James Schaefer, Buddy Hiles Jr., a top 10.
Oh, wrong button. Dylan Wilson coming home in 11th. Ryan Millington, the 12th. Andrew Grady, 13th. Cars Tour champion of Jared Fryer, number 14, finishes 14th. Carson Lofton in that Nelson Motorsports number 22 comes home 15th. McCumbee 16th. Brandon Pierce in that Lee Pulliam Performance number 2 comes home 17th. Ronnie Bassett Jr. comes home 18th. Connor Halls comes home 19th. And Tristan McKee rounds out your top 20.
Rest of the field will find Parker Eatman, followed by Caden Honeycutt, Caden Quapple, Mason Diaz, Chase Burrow. And that's the rundown of the 25 cars. Tighten them up. Getting ready to go later tonight for the Twin 40 race number 2. We are taking a break. When we come back, I think we're going to go mini stocks or Silver Crown. Silver Crown cars are coming up next again. As we mentioned, all on the way, Legends, Mini Stocks, Chargers, and then late model Twin race 2. Quick break. We're back with more from Lanier right after this.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. Iracing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Yeah, we're back here at the virtual Lanier National Raceway. Don't forget, getting ready for race number 2 coming up. And Cody Deemers, I'm Wesley Outlet here with you. And by the way, I have been to this racetrack. I've announced at this racetrack before. It is now known as Lanier Raceplex. And if people did not know, it's like right down the road from the Atlanta Dragway. And secondly, this track pretty much has been just bulldozed, and it's like a little small 8th mile racetrack now for go-karts and legend cars. But this is what it used to be back in its heyday, Cody. And I remember announcing for ASA, and the Gray Garrison Memorial was always or the Wayne Garrison Memorial was always a big race here that we did for sure. Yeah, fun track.
Yeah, no, I actually didn't really find out about this racetrack until I think it was a few years ago. I seen the Legends were supposed to be racing here to kind of revive the racetrack, I guess. And then I started watching Boo Carlisle on YouTube with Kicking Asphalt, and he lives like a block down the road, a mile down the road from the racetrack. And that's really when I started getting into Lanier Motor Speedway. And nobody ever races here because it's a bull ring, and you know how bull rings are, Wesley, they always bring excitement.
That's right. That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to introduce the starting lineup of the quarter midgets, right? The midgets are now getting ready to go. We're getting ready to get them on the racetrack here. Always fun to see what the Silver Crown midgets are going to do. I think I said quarter midgets. My apologies. Silver Crown midgets. And let's take a look at the starting lineup. Some of the best. Look at them awesome-looking missiles. Them bullets ready to go. Logan Seavey and Justin Grant on the front row. Row number 2, we'll find Cody Swanson and C.J. Leary. Row 3, going to look at the drivers of Carmen Perigo and Kenny Schrader from, of course, Fitton, Missouri. Row 4, Bobby Santos and Shane Cockrum. Your top 10, the best of the Silver Crown Midgets world will find Tyler Roaring and Jerry Coons Jr. Talk about 2 big names right there, Cody.
Yeah, Tyler Roaring actually won the Little 500 this past year again. So that's pretty cool. Rolling off in row 6, you got Briggs Danner and Chase Stockton. And then in row number 7, you got Taylor Ferns. He's a California native rolling there. And Chase Dietz rolling off there in the 14th position. My man rolls off in row number 8. You got Travis Walpott, and to his outside, my man Brady Bacon. I'm actually going to get to meet Brady this weekend, and I'm so excited.
He's awesome.
Dude,
he's awesome.
The first time I ever met Brady Bacon was at Anderson Speedway. He come there for the Little 5, and his wife was sitting behind me, and I didn't even know it. And I was cheering at this dude on, like hooting and hollering. He had an orange and white race car, and I was hooting and hollering for him. And his wife said, "Do you know who that is?" I said, "I don't know, but I like his color of his race car." And she said, "That's my husband." And she told me after the race to come down there, and she would give me T-shirts. And we got T-shirts, and I've been a fan of him ever since he signed them, and it's been a blast knowing him. Row 9 is going to be Robert Ballou and Dazen Persley. And then row 19th and 20th is going to be Alex Bright and Zach Dumb. Row 11 going to be Kevin. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Row 11 going to be Kevin Thomas Jr. and Mario Closer. And then Wesley Outland will let you call the last few.
That was Mario Klauser, by the way. Kaylee Bryson and Dakota Armstrong, row 12. Row 13 is going to be Dave Burkheimer. And that's it, I guess. No, Russ Gamester and Mitchell Moles, row 14. 28 of these guys. Holy cow. Matt Westfall will tag the back. 29 Silver Crown cars. Well, 28, because, Ryan Deemers is technically timing and scoring. He don't count. He ain't right. He ain't out there. All right, let's do it. Fire them Silver Crown cars, and let's get going. Vroom, 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 vroom. Thanks for joining us, everybody that's watching. I think somebody said we had it up on the big screen TV tonight. There you go.
Feel like we're gonna watch on the big screen.
Put me on the big screen TV tonight. Make me feel special.
Listen to him rumble. And you know what's crazy is I actually get to be a support class this weekend for the Silver Crowns. So that's gonna be cool.
Oh, there you go.
On Friday night, and then we get to support the 500 Sprint Car Tour, 140 plus miles an hour around the Winchester Speedway. That's gonna be crazy to see on Sunday afternoon.
Winged 500 Sprint Tour. They're awesome. They're coming to 410 Sprints coming to Winchester. That'll be a badass race right there, boy. All right, we're ready to go with the Silver Crown Sprint cars. Here they come, working off. Turn 4, pace cars in. We're going 35 laps at Lanier. We're green. So the question at hand is, what is a Silver Crown race car? Somebody says, what is that? What is a Silver Crown race car? So Wesley says, I will tell you. Silver Crown race car is a type of open wheel race car, obviously, that is used in the USAC Silver Crown Championship Series, known for its long wheelbase, powerful engines, and ability to compete on both dirt and pavement. These cars are heavier and have larger fuel tanks than sprint cars, making them suitable for longer distance races. So, like whenever you see them go to Winchester or Anderson or
Toledo.
Toledo,
Owasso.
tracks like that, they basically go like 100 lap.
They're racing
Distant
100 laps at Winchester this week, coming Friday night.
There you go. See,
And they won't have
so
to
you
stop
just
for fuel.
you had a niche for the Silver Crown cars because they're racing with you this weekend at Winchester.
Yep, and we also got the 500 Sprint Car Tour. I love the 500 Sprint Car Tour. I've been actually following Donnie Adams. He's right here, about 5 minutes down the road from my house is where he lives. And we always take our cars up to the Camac for the car shows. And he actually drives.
wow.
He actually drives his race car up to the Camac for the car show. So it's pretty cool. So and if you don't know anything about a sprint car, and this is what makes the USACs and the sprint cars different. The USACs, you don't have to be pushed off. The sprint cars, you got to have a push truck. They got to push each and every one of them off one by one by one by one. And it's the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life.
And I think we've got a date planned for the Thunder Road 200. Ain't it? It's this Sunday, right? This Sunday at 3:00, something like that. Because the real race is Saturday.
Well, I won't be able to do it Sunday because I race Sunday.
Oh, okay. Oh. No. Not this Sunday. Next Sunday, July 6th is what I was going to say.
We have
Sunday, July 6th?
We have Leadfoot.
I'm not saying at nighttime. I'm saying in the afternoon.
At 3:00. Yeah, we could probably make that work.
Yeah, like 3-4 o'clock, right before the Leadfoot Racing League event. And remember, there's that big race at Hickory.
Yeah.
So it'd be really cool if we could
Because we got that. We got the prelims on Saturday for them, and then the big race on Sunday for them, and then have the Thunder Road also.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking do the Thunder Road Harley Davidson like 2 o'clock, 2:30, or 3 o'clock, 3 Eastern. I think 3 Eastern will be fine. We're spitballing our plans of attack while we're live on the air broadcasting a race at 15 in, 35 the distance, 20 to go. Logan Seavey out in front, leading the way of these Silver Crown Championship Series machines. Cody Swanson, Justin Grant, Carmen Perigo, Bobby Santos, your top 5. That's the way that stands right now on the racetrack. But yeah, let's do that. Let's do Sunday, July 6th, 3 p.m. Eastern. The what do they call it? Hell, I lost track.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what it is. The Thunder Road Harley Davidson 200 esports race. The Thunder Road Harley Davidson AI 200, South Boston. And I want to say, Cody, this is probably the third year we've done it. This is kind of the first big 4th of July late model race that we ever did with elevated or former names.
Yeah,
Rooster Broadcasting, some other stuff. Yeah.
The first race we did ever for the special events was the Valley Star Credit Union 300 because we called up Carson Quapple. That was the first year.
No. We did a big race with Mr. Boo Boo Dalton. Did a big 200 lapper at Sobo, if you remember. We called it the Red, White, and Blue 200.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying with the AI, the first race we called as far as with the AI was the Valley Star Credit Union 300, and then we were like, oh, well, the Thunder Road Harley Davidson's coming up, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
And you were like, I was like, oh, well, we need to do one, so we got
then
everything
we did Winchester,
together.
and then we did Oxford, and then we done Speed Week at New Smyrna. We did the Snowball Derby,
New Year's Bash,
Thanksgiving Classic at Southern National, the New Year's Bash at New Smyrna. Yeah.
The only place that really hasn't had a big event that I haven't been able to do is Wake County, and I don't think they really put on a big event throughout the year.
I mean, Wake County Speedway has big races all the time, buddy. What in the world?
Well,
What's the slap in the
I'm saying like a Thanksgiving Classic or like a Valley Star Credit Union or something like that.
I would say that our marquee event is the throwback night yesteryear, something like that. So, we do like a throwback night. Bring back all the cars of back in the the 60s, 70s, 80s, and do like a tribute, like an anniversary night of the racetrack, I guess is what it is. Yeah.
Right. So we see CV and Swanson here. They're battling. Swanson and the Bojangles on the bottom. CV on the number 22 on the outside. And Wesley, what we see in this one that we didn't see in the last race is the top side working. As you see CV still out there on the outside.
And we're already down to 5 laps to go, man. I can't believe it. This thing is just flying by quickly. Holy camole.
Yeah, it's definitely... They put out a lot of horsepower, and I was actually... me and Braxton called the race with the Silver Crown at Nashville Fairgrounds, and they by the time they were in the gas, they didn't even get full half throttle. They had to lift because they were getting right back into the corner.
Oh yeah, where's Braxton at tonight? Is he not?
He's racing.
Not available to join us for the BDR 169 or whatever.
He's racing in the Lime Rock race. Let me see actually if he's still.
I got you.
Let's see how many laps he's got.
And last time we did a race, he was in the lead and he won. So.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. It looks like the race has ended. Let's see if I can get him in here.
There you go. Let's bring Braxton in. Yeah. By the way, don't forget to check out the Robbins Racing Irving's Used Auto Parts. B1 Transmissions, Community Radio Network, B1. That car will be at Winchester this weekend racing. So check out all the logos on the car, elevated TV, and more. So that's going to be really fun. So the finish of the race has happened, and these guys were able to go flag to flag. How about that? I mean, the cars are rather unique. It's bow time somewhere, not here. They're closed. But nonetheless, there you see the Silver Crown Championship race cars finishing up, and Cody Swanson is the man to get the win. We'll take a look at the...
And Braxton DeWeese has joined the booth with us.
Hey, we'll introduce him here in just a moment. As right now we take a look at the results of the Silver Crown Championship race for the Braxton DeWeese Racing 160 at Lanier. Cody Swanson is the winner over Justin Grant. Tyler Roaring third. Logan Seavey, Carmen Perigo, Ken Schrader, Bobby Santos, Briggs Danner, Chase Dietz, and Robert Ballou, your top 10. Things were pretty quiet there, Cody.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a very calm and cool and collected race as Alex Bright comes home 11, CJ Leary, Kevin Thomas Jr., Dakota Armstrong, Kaylee Bryson round out your top 15, with Chase Stockton, Dejan Persley, Taylor Ferns, Mitchell Moles, and Matt Westfall round out your top 20.
Rest of the finishing order, we'll find Jerry Coons, Brady Bacon, Zach Dahl, Travis Wellpott, Mario Klauser, Dave Berkheimer, Russ Gangster, and Shane Cockrum, the way it finishes. We're taking a break. When we come back, we got a special driver guest joining us. It's our buddy for the Braxton DeWeese Racing 160. Braxton DeWeese finishing up with Iracing, joins us in the booth. We're going Legends Car Racing, 25 laps when we return from Lanier. Stay with us, Elevated TV. And we're back here at the Lanier Speedway. You hear the rumble of some bees, and no, it's not bees in the hive. It is the Legend cars. They're on the racetrack right now. Wesley Outland, Cody Deemers, and we are joined by Braxton DeWeese, driver of Iracing and Real Racing. And Braxton, what's up, man? How's things going up in the Buckeye State?
It's going. We just got done with a race in Portland with the truck series here on Iracing. It was pretty eventful to say the least, but it was the first time racing at Portland and any of the cars in an actual race, so that was pretty interesting. I got P7 after qualifying 9th. Probably could have had a top 5 had we had put a little more practice into it and just had better pace, but pretty cool. Y'all got this going on here. I seen the link and I was like, what do we have going on here? And another one of Cody Deemer's goofy ideas, as he says, idea. But just thanks for having me.
My idea alone.
I just want to let everybody know that the idea is set for the Thunder Road Harley Davidson AI 200, and that'll be coming up again on Sunday, July the 6th. That is Sunday, July 6th, and that is also the day of another big race that we got planned here. If you want to put up the graphic for it, Cody, I know you did it for the iRacing deal. There it is. I think it's the 4th. There it is. Let everybody know about that, and it's with our partners of the LFRL.
And Braxton DeWeese actually will be racing in that one, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he will be in that event, so that's going to be cool.
Yep, we got it planned. It's on the schedule. We'll see how we do. I enjoy Hickory, and honestly, whatever car it is, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's a clean, good race.
Now, what is it going to be? Qualifying and heat races, I believe, Cody, on Saturday, July 5th. Now, I will not be here because I have real announcer obligations that weekend, 4th of July, but I will be with everybody on the July 6th for the race, obviously. And then we have made the decision to throw in there in the afternoon at 3 Eastern, 2 Central, the second annual AI Thunder Road Harley Davidson NASCAR Late Model 200, and I think we're going to do the qualifying, the practice, the qualifying, and the 200 lap race on that Sunday afternoon. Is I think we're planning to do. So, yeah, but it's going to be fun though, Cody.
Oh yeah, for sure. Friday or Saturday night, I'm probably going to be by myself, and then Sunday night, be 3 o'clock. Me and Wesley will be doing the Thunder Road Harley Davidson 200. And then again at Sunday night, yours truly, Mr. Wesley Outland, and Scott Shives will be on the call for Ludfoot Racing League for the 250 lap main event.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get it started with race number 3 of the race at Lanier. And it is time for the U.S. Legends cars. Let's introduce the starting lineup of these Legends machines. On the pole, Hunter Johnson, Cole Denton making up row number 1. Row 2 will find Austin Cook and Bryce Sanders. Row number 3, TJ DeCare and Max Olmstead. Row 4, looking at Robert Holder and Emma Britt. Row 5, top 10, Cody, Ronnie Wehunt, and Joe Smith in the 024.
Row 6 going to be Nathan Lyons and Ryan Carlson. Row 7 going to be Dylan Baviani and Keaton Hendrick. Then row 8 going to be Austin Bloodworth and Jesse Martinez. Row 9 going to be Hunter Jordan and Jace I'm going to say his last name wrong, so don't yell at me, Wesley. Mongions. And row 10 making up is going to be the 19th and 20th spots. Going to be Keelan Harvick and Neil Dolan Braxton.
Making up row 11, we got Hudson Knepp and Tommy Jackson Jr. in 87. Row 12, Kyle Bacon. That sounds pretty good right now. And Laney Bice. Row 13, Jeremy Doss and Ian Hampton in the 073. Row 14, Chris Eggleston and Bailey North. Row 15, Tanner Scarberry and Lane Griffith in my number 8. I love that.
And that's it.
Round out the field, Ryan Davis.
He don't count. He don't count.
He's here in spirit. How about that?
He's here is to make sure things stay in order, is what I meant to say. I was about to slip up and say something else. By the way, to help you out, Cody, it is Dylan Bongiovanni. Bongiovanni. Dylan Bongiovanni. And Chase Mongons.
Mongons.
Mongons. Yes, it's the Mongons. And supposedly, Katy Perry and her husband broke up after 9 years. Who cares? I never liked her anyway. All right. So we're ready to get this started here. And this will be, I believe, 25 laps. Yes. 1 to go indication. Braxton, you ever drove a Legends car before?
No, I've gotten that question asked the other week, and I haven't gotten around to it. I've been a little busy, but it makes me want to go do it here in a minute, have this on the side, and try to get a feel of what they actually are. I know they just did the update, so they probably feel pretty good.
Ready to come to green. Let's get it started. Here they come. 25 laps. Legends. And the rumble of about a 30 picked off bumblebees if you stepped in their nest. Come to speed here.
Off of turn number 4. Johnson going to lead lap number 1 there. As they're still side by side, almost 3 wide behind them. Here comes Denton. Here comes the carrier. Here comes Cook. Cook on the outside. He's going to tuck down low. Here goes the 46. That's going to be Denton. But here comes the carrier looking to the outside off of turn number 2.
Johnson in the lead. There goes Cook. DeCare on the high side, battling door to door. There's Denton now want to stick his nose on the outside lane. I think of the City Chevrolet Days of Thunder car there, Braxton, when I look at that machine up on the high side.
Yeah, he's got Harry Hogg or Harry Hyde, or whichever name it is. I think they had a different name for the movie, but trying to tell him you can hold it on the outside, and, well, he couldn't hold it right there, so he's going to get back in line and see what he can do, try to get a run on him going the inside potentially.
Big gaggle of traffic here.
3 wide. Yeah, man, hold on to it.
Oh,
look at this. The 24. Is that Smith?
Joel Smith, Keelan Harvick, DeCare, and others 3 wide. They're going to be 3 wide again.
We haven't had a caution so far tonight. If there's going to be a yellow flag, I think 3 wide. Harvick, the hot dog, flying out of the bun there between Martinez and Olmstead.
Olmstead,
there's
hanging
going to be a caution that's going to happen in these Legends, I think, Braxton.
Yeah, with them being side by side and making 3 wide moves right here, it makes it very sketchy. They're pretty tight right there. Lanier is a small track in just itself, and you know these cars are a little bit tinier, but still the racing's pretty good and really tight.
3 wide again. Get up there, get up there, get up there. Nope, could not clear. Another lap on the board. It's Johnson in the lead, by the way. 17 to go in this 25 lapper. Coming up, we're going to go mini stock racing. Doing a really good job tonight here. Show going by fairly quick. Think you're joining us. Mini stocks are next. Chargers, and then late model race twin number 2 for the 40 lappers.
And what
Kate Brown getting around Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the last lap to win race 1. What you got there, Cody?
I was going to say, these guys, Wesley Outland racing 3 and 4 wide, and there they are 3 wide again, and not tearing each other up yet.
Trying to play nice, if you will. Let's play nice, guys. Play nice. Vroom, vroom, vroom.
And Wesley Outland, I got to ask you, since we've marked this off of Wake County, is this usually how a legend race goes at Wake County on a Friday night?
Everything is good until about 10 laps to go, and then they, crap the bed.
And we got a battle for the race lead.
They get through the first 15 laps, and then with 10 to go, it's like,
all
right, guys, there's a time limit, which will let you know there's a time limit. No. I say this jokingly, though, actually. The last couple of races, they've actually been able to meet their time limit and meet their race distance. They have. We're halfway home now, by the way. Hunter Johnson still in the lead for the Legend.
Austin Cook reeling him in, though, Braxton.
Yeah, these two fellas have driven away, but Cook, the 17 Legend, he's he's really reeling them in. You've definitely seen the gap shrink as we've had the camera on them. He's got 10 laps to go to see if he can make a move on them, and I think he will. Look at, so you can see that gap closing in about a half a car length. He raises up about a lane, loses that all that time that he gained there, but like I said, he's got 9 laps to go now, and he was closing the gap. So we'll see if he can again.
Now I believe Braxton and Cody are going to have a debut. Working, knowing one another besides in the iRacing world, and that's going to be this weekend at Winchester, Braxton, I think it is.
Yep, Winchester on Friday and Sunday. Friday's a rain date from earlier this year. They got the Silver Crown cars on Friday as well, and they have the 500 Sprint Car 500 Tour on Sunday, which is a regularly scheduled program. So there's a lot of racing going on, and we're also going to go to Anderson just to go help out a buddy of his with a street stock, and it's going to be a good weekend. I'm going to have a lot of content to mess with and edit. I bought a GoPro, so we're going to try to put it on the roll cage and try to get a view. It'd be nice to see a view of this 17 car, trying to catch down this 88. We try to talk a little bit more about what the GoPro view would kind of be like, if we can get that onboard view of the 17 here.
We'll see how all that looks like there on board.
Yeah,
there it is.
There we go. Yeah, so this is an angle we can use. We can go back to the driver and see all the movements, or we can go right there. We can still see the movements, but we can also see in front. I really like that camera angle because you can see what's going on in front. You can see the movements, and it's something you can study. So we're going to try to get something going like that this weekend, and I'm going to put a video on my YouTube, Braxton DeRacing. So be sure to check that out next week. Probably I'm going to try to work on that because I'm excited about it. But looking forward to it.
And we're closing in on the finish of this race with Hunter Johnson still in the lead. And I like this camera angle right here. But if I remember correctly, Legend cars are center steer cars, correct, Braxton? They're center steer cars. So for the most part, you're like right in the dead middle, if you will.
Yeah, you're pretty much in the center, but I honestly haven't seen one of these cars in person race. I've seen a test. You can see that view right there. It's not exactly in the center of the greenhouse, which the greenhouse is the top where pretty much what's covering your head and whatnot.
Right.
But pretty much in the center, damn near. So, yeah, I mean that's kind of like the Roadster a little bit too.
Yeah, last lap. Here comes Hunter Johnson working off of turn 4. Checker flag. I'm about ready to fire Barney because he ain't doing his damn job tonight waving the flags. Checker flag is out, and Hunter Johnson is going to pick up the win in the... Hey, there you go. Nothing like blowing some stuff up.
Come on.
It is Hunter Johnson picking up the win. There you go. We'll be seeing a lot of them for 4th of July. Hunter Johnson, Austin Cook, Cole Denton, Robert Holder, your top 5, along with TJ DeCare, Emma Brett, Bryce Sanders, Ronnie Wehunt, Nathan Lyons, and Hunter Jordan, the top 10, Cody, when it's over. Flag to flag, another costume-free race.
Austin Bloxworth rounds out the top 11. Kyle Bacon, 12th. Joel Smith, the EPI setup builder, and 13th. Jesse Martinez, 14th. Dylan Bongiovanni comes home 15th. Keaton Hendricks, 16th. Hudson Knipe comes home 17th. Laney Bruce Bice comes home 18th. Jace Mongans comes home 19th.
Jace Mongans.
Jace Mongans rounds out 19th. And Jebber Dallas rounds out your top 20, Braxton.
Save him, Braxton.
Chris Eggleston in the 22 car in 21st, 1 spot away from finishing where his car number is, but Bailey North will finish in that spot in the 29 car. Keelan Harvick back in 23rd position in the 062. Kind of surprising to see that, but with the AI drivers, you never know what you're going to get. Neil Dolan in the 79 and 24th, Ian Hampton in 25th, Ryan Carlson, Tommy Jackson Jr., Tanner Scarberry, Max Olmstead, Lance Griffith in the 8, my number 8. Oh, I wish he could have done a little bit better, but he's rounding out the 30th position.
And fun little fact.
Should have drove. You should have drove.
Fun little fact.
Yeah, man.
Fun little fact. Chris Eggleston actually races at Colorado National Speedway.
Yes.
So cool.
Yeah, Chris Eggleston. Yeah, he's a real driver up in the Mile High State, if you will, in Denver. So we're taking a break, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. Mini stocks, Chargers, late model twin. Race number 2. Now, if it was going to storm right now, this would be the perfect time because we would tell you that we are officially completed half of our scheduled distance, so it is a complete show. We're not done though. We're not done though because we are still racing, and we're taking a break. Stay with us. We're back in a moment. Yeah.
They're still beating and banging and to the line.
He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Apromitis is ahead. There's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it?
Hey, we're back at the virtual Lanier National, formerly now known as Lanier Raceplex. This beautiful, beautiful facility has now torn down to shreds, and it's only like a little small quarter-mile, eighth-mile racetrack circle, what used to be the massive 3/8 mile banking here. And we welcome you to coverage of iRacing on Elevated TV. CRN, if you're listening on the radio, it is the Braxton DeWeese Racing 160. And we guys get ready now for mini stocks kind of like the Legends. They sound like bumblebees, Braxton, but they're a lot bigger and a lot louder, and they're, 4 cylinders, mini stocks, Hornets, whatever you want to call them. We're getting ready for the rumble of these cars coming up next.
Yeah, it's a full body stock car, box body Mustang. So they're not a huge car, but they're a full body stock car. So definitely a little bit bigger than the Legend car, but a little bit more power, not a lot of power. So you definitely got to try to lean on that right rear if you got a tight setup, and if it's leaning on that right front, which more often it is because of the power. But it's going to be interesting to see these cars sliding around. I definitely think we'll see them in the first few laps.
Cody, obviously, man, we really enjoy the mini stock cars. They're fun. They're exciting to watch.
Yeah, I like the mini stock cars. In all honesty, I mean, the mini stocks are probably my favorite car on iRacing. I know Braxton could probably disagree with me on that, but they're probably my favorite car just because you can beat and bang with them.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to introduce the starting lineup for what will be the mini stocks here. Parker Hobgood's on the pole. Reed Hinchcliffe will make up row number 1. Then it's going to be Jerry Dean Jr., Brandon Johnson. Row number 3. What are you laughing about?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Matt Hopgood, Josh Malley will make up row number 3. Row 4, Justin Mack and Kurt Coop, followed by BJ Thrasher and Kevin Austin, your top 10.
Joey Barr and Ricky Knotts rounding out row 6. Row 7 going to be Ricky Dawson and Hunter Beats. Row 8 going to be Zachary Berry and Michael Weaver. Row 9 going to be Tim Knotts and Junior. Row 10 going to be Tyler Hobgood and Bradley Braille. That's your top 20, Braxton.
Bradley Bell.
Oh, Bell.
Yeah.
CJ Rayburn in the 01 for row 11, and DJ West next to him. Blake Maybank and Leon Poole for row 12. Matt Meyer and Chuck Wall will make up row 13. Blaine Curry and Jerry Hunt for row 14. Josh Sorensen and Christine Hill will make up row 15.
All right.
And that'll be the 30 cars.
There's the lineup. There you go.
Nope, there's more.
Oh, hell. Maurice Harving and Brandon Swinson. Then it's going to be Dominique Lumley and Blake Williams. Row 18. Wow, are you serious? Wade Turner and Charlie Curry. Paul Richardson and Chase Hunt. Holy cow, we're back in the 80s with a 40-car field of mini stocks. Parker Brandt, and that's it, because you don't count. 39. 39 mini stock
40.
cars.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't count. There's one to limit. Are you out there racing, Ryan? Do you race too?
No, there's 2 more. It's Parker Brandt and Gray Lindsay round out the 41-car field.
Oh, my goodness. Why would you do that? Why would you have a 40-car field of mini stock? This is like every promoter's dream right now, right? Am I right,
Yeah.
Braxton? Like, oh,
Yeah,
man.
right.
We could go back to the day of 40 damn cars. Come on, man. Yeah.
They look damn good sitting there, though. But like you said under that break, you were like, there's been no cautions. We have 41 mini stocks. There's no cautions. What?
Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to see Yellow Flag Central right here. I think we jinxed ourselves, honestly. And Cody Deemer's created this chaos and nonsense and mayhem, so we'll see what happens. That's all I can say.
It's going to be good, that's for sure.
The Braxton DeWeese Racing. Let everybody know how they can follow you. You're from, Miamisburg, Ohio, right?
Yes, sir. You remembered. You've said it a time or two. I'm glad you remembered that. But
yes, sir.
Yeah, you can find me at Braxton D Racing, BRAXTOND, and then Racing RACING. It's all together. You don't have to worry about the caps. But it looks like they're coming to green here. It's interesting. Start here.
Time to bring the action with the mini stocks. It's 25 laps, 40 plus cars. What could you ask for? What could go wrong?
That's what I was laughing. Because I just randomly, oh!
Into the wall. Well, no caution, though.
I just
That
randomly.
was the 8 car.
Oh
no.
my God! Half of them's coming down pit
Pit
road.
They're crashing and they're all entering pit road.
Hey, those are the starting parts. Those are starting parts.
That's like old school ARCA right here, you know.
Yeah.
Braxton DeWeese Racing and Cody Deemers. They're going to be in the house at Winchester and Anderson, Indiana. Stop by, say hello. They love meeting the fans.
We also have an autograph session on Sunday, and we're gonna be down there signing some autographs. So make sure you come by and get you an autograph. I got 100 hero cards I gotta give out. Come get them.
Oh boy, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, we want you to come out. I want to get some content made. Get the video of you getting your signature from Cody. We'll put that in the video. So come on by.
And
Also,
Braxton DeWeese, I think you said you're racing next time with Robbins Racing next year, aren't you?
Yeah,
He's actually racing Labor Day weekend this year, so he's gonna be driving my car.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't announced that like in a live stream yet, but yeah, I'm going to be making my first ever attempt in a real race car on Labor Day weekend in a Thunder Roadster, and I can't thank Cody enough. It's pretty cool to start iRacing to try to get an opportunity in real life, and that's come to fruition. So we're gonna make the best of it.
Oh, obviously, big hello to your dad, Chris. I know your dad, Chris, as long as me and Braxton have known one another, and obviously we've never met each other face to face, but as far as calling iRacing broadcasts for him since the COVID years, I guess it's been. Man, it's been a long time. So.
Yep, old Weezer, he definitely supports. That's his nickname they gave him because our last name has Weese in it. It's kind of like the Weezer, which Weezer's a band and whatnot. But either way, I call him that. It's kind of goofy, but it's funny at the same time.
The funny part to me was when he texted me, he said, "Am I cooking this weekend?" I was like, "Yes, sir."
Bring it on. Cooking on the grill. Because Sarah Belcher don't feel like cooking chitlins for the week. Oh, I'm just messing with Miss Sarah. I'm playing with you.
She can't hear you anyways.
Okay, well, she'll check the replay. Anyhow, everybody, we're doing great. As the mini stocks, I don't know how the hell they're doing it, 40 plus. And Cody, they're saying it's glitching a little bit. Jonathan Sessom says. I think
it's the server because we got so many cars in here.
Yeah, you created this madness.
How about it? No cautions yet so far.
I know. Don't jinx it. No, not jinx it.
I'm trying to.
Easy. Don't jinx it. By the way, this track is again known as Lanier Raceplex today in Georgia. It is still open for legend cars and bandoleros. There's also a road course there now as well.
Here at this track?
Yeah, in the infield.
Yes, sir.
It's all asphalt.
Yeah.
It's all open asphalt,
right.
No walls, nothing.
That's right.
Yep, they also hold drifting events as well. There's a iRacer. I'm not sure if he's doing much iRacing now. He was a pro and he does some short track racing. Casey Tucker, if I'm not mistaken, he does some drifting out there, so that's pretty cool.
I don't know who's winning this dang old thing.
Right now,
it's all over the place, ain't it?
It's It's between Hobgood and Bell, and Parker Hobgood is leading, I think.
Yeah, it looks like he's catching some lap traffic there.
Boy, they're lapping a lot of cars, ain't they? Man, I mean, he's picking them off the 97 car and the 0010. This race is going by quick.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting a little bit of a wider entry, running above that single dotted white lines and then coming down. Obviously, he's going to be lower, making a pass on the inside, going down by the yellow dotted lines. Yeah, that's a place to be when you're on the inside, but he's making some time up there, just above them dotted white lines, the first set of them.
And they're 3 wide ahead of him. Got to be hard to go anywhere when you're 3 wide. It's hard enough to pass 2 wide, more or less 3 wide.
Very true. Wow. Stay in line. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, and as the leader, you're coming to 8 to go here. You want to be like, well, do I want to be aggressive to get around the lap cars because I know I'm faster? Oh, here we got a stack up here. see, you got to be patient because stuff like that can happen back here in the back of the pack, but you got to make sure you play your moves right. Looks like that 8 car's to the outside. If I'm not mistaken, he might have been second. I know the scoring's still all going a little wacky, but if that's the case, then it looks like we got a race here. These lap cars are definitely making it a challenge.
Be like, look, SDK, I just paid the bill. All right, well, how are you acting like this? No, I think it's because we got so many lap cars and lead lap cars out here on the racetrack, Cody, as we come to the end of this one with 7 to go.
Yeah, it's definitely because we got so many cars on the server. It's definitely a mess right now. I don't think this was a method to my madness, but I think my madness has gone crazy.
Hit you in the foot.
Yeah, so it looks like it's correct right there. In the 97, 17, 21, 7, 72, the top 5, it's staying put right there. So 17 is about a car back. The 04 is pretty much a sandwich between them there. 4 to go here. Can he get around that 04 of the lap car and get to the 97? We'll see.
Run going there for him as they work their way again off the corner. 5 laps to go. I mean, you guys, take your pick. You got cars all over the place. Things finally start to settle down. I believe the 97 car is the leader. I believe it's Hobgood. I want to say Parker Hobgood's name keeps popping up. Look at that. There's something you don't see every day.
They're lined all the way around.
You know, you wanted lightning. You wanted to have a 100-degree lightning delay. You see the lights flashing in the background over there from the heat. So but by the way, we're halfway through the distance, so we're officially done. No refunds.
Yeah, Parker Hopgood is leading the race, by the way. White flag. This time.
Chris says he works very hard and has a passion for racing, and his driving is his dream for sure. So here they come to the line, checkered flag, and I guess it's the 97. I really do.
Yeah, the 97 is leading the race.
17 cars right there, though, actually.
Parker Hopkins won this race as the race is over. Yeah, I can't believe it. 40 damn cars all on the track at one time, caution free. That is something you not see anywhere in America, much less in the world of iRacing. I want to recount.
Rare. What a view right there.
Yes, that was awesome.
But if DW seen this view, Daryl Watcher, he'd be talking about that vortex theory of all them cars going around a circle, about the air going up and there's no storm. He'd be like, there's a perfect view.
Don't let that vortex fool you there. So
that's right.
Nonetheless, it was a good show, ladies and gentlemen. We're taking a break after we look at the results. Chargers are coming up next for the penultimate race of the night, and then the Twin 40 late model race number 2. Parker Hobgood will pick up the win. Justin Mack, the return of the Mack, will finish second. Reed Hinch, it should have been Cliff. Reed Hinchcliffe? Cliff.
I don't know.
I don't know. Terry Dean, Brandon Johnson, top 5. Matt Hobgood came up to 6. Zachary Berry, Kevin Austin, Kurt Kopp, and Hunter Betts, the top 10 there. Cody, yeah.
I just found this thing. So CJ Rayburn comes home 11th, Matt Meyer 12th, Ricky Knotts 13th, Tyler Hobgood 14th. A lot of Hobgoods in here. Leon Poole, Josh Sorensen, Blaine Curry, DJ West, Jerry Hunt, and Gray Lindsay rounds out your top 20, Braxton.
Starting 21st, the 22 car, 1 spot away from finishing in the same spot. I feel like I did that the last race, but Parker Brandt, the 22, Blake Williams, Blake Maybank, 2 Blakes right back to back, Dominic Lumley, Charlie Curry, Josh Malley, Christine Hill, Chuck Wall, Wade Turner, and Maurice Harvey to round out the top 30.
The rest of the finishing order will find Junior, whoever that is, Michael Weaver. Then it's Bradley Bell, Brandon Swinson, Chase Hunt, Ricky Dawson, Troy Barr, Paul Richardson, Tim Knotts, and BJ Thrasher. Thrasher don't normally drive like that in real life, people. He finishes in 40th. Coming up next, we're going to go Charger Racing. Hopefully it's not a 40-car field. Hopefully we don't have no glitches. We're back in a moment. Stay with us. iRacing, Elevated TV, and CRN.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Welcome to Elevated Television. We are home to the Pitfall Podcast Tour, the Madhouse Racing League, and if you are looking for a league or in a broadcast company looking to shine and show your name out there, look no further than Elevated Television. We do more than just broadcasting. We also do quality edits with HD picture quality and more. Here in just a few of what we do here over on Elevated Television. Overlays. We do all forms of racing from late models to NASCAR. So if you're a league owner looking to get your league out there, look no further than Elevated TV. Make sure you check out Elevated Television on YouTube, Facebook, and more. And since we are elevating your game, high-quality sim racing broadcast since 2022.
So that hairy-looking guy that had a headset on, that's not me. That's Cody Deemers. I'm Wesley Outland, and we've got Braxton DeWeese. By the way, you can go to the Braxton DeWeese Racing fan page and, sign a couple of questions. And as long as you are nice in the fan page, and you can be added to the group. I like that.
Yeah, we have it as a private group because I don't want to have to deal with any of the spam bots or any of that because we know how that is. So if we know who it is and we know that it's not a spam, we check them and we accept them. I mean, it's not like we're like, oh no, we don't like you, we don't want to bring you in. We're just making sure we don't have any spam or anybody that shouldn't be in there like that. So
just remember, I'm not spam. I've just been put in Facebook jail for innocent things the last 3 years. So my account is Outland Wellesley. So,
I think I got you friended.
And you can blame it on the guy that's laughing in the background. Cody Deemers is my IT guy. He set it up for me. So,
I didn't do nothing. Don't let him fool you.
We're going to Charger Racing, ladies and gentlemen. That's coming up next 35 laps. Outland Wellesley, if you want to follow me on Facebook. That is right. It is Outland. Outland is my first name, but it is my last name. So it's how do you say it? Last name first, first name last. So it's Outland Wellesley, Wellsey. I got the he got the letters backwards. Wesley is Wellsey.
Listen. He gave me a job. He didn't tell me any specifics of the job, and he got what he got.
Yeah,
it's that for that counts, right?
Outland Wellesley. Damn you, Mark Zuckerberg. That's all I got to say. So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, we're going Charger Racing coming up, and we're getting ready for the late models coming up next as well. So this is about the time that I say attention on pit road. Late models get lined up on pit road because you're the last race of the night. But no, this is the Chargers, and I hope we ain't got a 40-car field. But anyhow, we've not seen a caution flag any tonight, which makes me happy because it lets the show go by faster. So we're good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Chargers. They're going to go again 35 laps on the pole. Any day now. There it is. Lee Jones. Wow, that's a name that goes back in time. James Kirby making up row number 1. Row 2 will find Howard Holdren, followed by Jonathan Sessoms, the fireman. Sarah Bilter, followed by Dustin Lane. Row number 4 will find Noah Allison and Dalton Chupp. Your top 10, Cody Deemers. The C's Cody. No, it's not. He's not there. Cody Deemers and David Hall. I got to see David Hall, as a matter of fact, a couple of last 2 weeks ago at Wake County Speedway. It was so good to see David.
Yeah, David Hall's a good friend of mine. Row 6 and your final row of 2 will be Victoria Sessom and Spencer Almendinger, and row 7 will be John Riddle. This is a normal Charger car field nowadays, Wesley.
No, car counts are, it's a tough time in our country.
I'm the owner. I can say what I want to say.
I mean, we went from I mean, damn, promoters like, wait a minute, we went from 40 cars and mini stocks next to 15 Chargers. but no, in all reality, though, Braxton, he's got a valid point. This is kind of the Charger car counts of the world today. Seriously.
Yeah,
This is what it is.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not the heyday like it once was in the 70s and 80s when you've seen a bunch of car counts everywhere, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is, and hopefully we can, try to get back to that. But time will tell, and it ain't really telling really good right now. But either way, we got ourselves a good field here of racing, and I'm looking forward to it.
The field is rolling, and we're about ready to go here with the Chargers. Late models are next. Yeah, we might have about 30 late models, 26. What do we have, 28? What do we have, 26 the last time, I think?
25.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's okay. That's, it's about right. In car store standards, it's about right. Chargers, ladies and gentlemen, going to get one more preliminary lap.
I was thinking the same thing, but I weren't saying nothing.
Lee Jones and James Kirby up on the front row. I'll say it. I didn't say nothing bad. I'm sorry. Pardon the pun. Holdren and Jonathan, all these guys right there. First couple of rows side by side. They're ready to go for 35 laps. By the way, this is the penultimate race of the night. Penultimate, meaning next to last. Chargers coming to the line. We are green here at Lanier. Let's get it started.
On the outside, that 17, working the outside, trying to make it work. Trying to get something going, not going to do it. Jones going to get that lead. Here comes that 41. Howard Holder down to the bottom. Here comes the 17. That's going to be Miller. And Sessom's working with him.
To the line, lap in. Got Old Glory on the car there. Braxton and Lee Jones will be the early leader as Kirby goes high. Lane and Sessom's on the bottom to take those spots away.
Yeah, we got Merca in the lead, which is a good sight to see. Pretty good racing right here in the back of the pack. Just trying to get down to the bottom. That's pretty much going to be the main and the only lane that you want to be in with these late, or I should say Chargers, late model stocks that are just toned down a little bit. So we'll see if the orange 17 of Kirby, I believe, can get down and try to make some time.
Working on four to the line. Hey, I like that car up ahead. Is that the yellow car, the yellow and white car? Is that like a Pepsi throwback car? Look at that.
Yeah, it is.
I like that race car. It's 24 of Noah Allison. That's a nice looking race car right there. If I had to give a rap job for a nice car tonight, it'd probably go to that one right there, Cody.
Yeah, that's an old throwback car there in that Pepsi machine. Definitely a good looking car. I don't know if I'm a fan of yellow on a race car, but I mean, it looks good.
Definitely works, for sure.
Working back into the corner, single file, the 1K looking machine. That's a nice ride right there.
That looks like a Robbie Keneally paint scheme, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's, I don't know how the hell he's doing it, but he's multitasking.
He is,
That's
yeah.
The Wiley X sunglasses, 1K of Cody Deemers.
Wearing it like swimwear.
You got a nice looking car right there. I like your design.
Yep, that teal and white definitely pops. I like it. And it's a Ford, come on.
And don't get me started with Fords. I've been dealing with Ford all day today. Boy, oh boy. Down the front straightaway, down into the corner. As Deemers going after it there with Victoria Sessoms. Hey, I know Victoria. I know Jonathan. They're friends with me on Snapchat, Facebook.
Here goes the one.
Hey, we got the fireman race coming up in a few weeks, I think, Cody. Ain't that something we're doing for Jonathan the fireman?
Yep, I believe it's the end of July or the beginning of August. I'm not sure. I gotta look at the dates and figure it out. But yeah, it's coming up here very, very soon.
Right now, 15 laps in. this place, Braxton, this is a track that you would probably like to race on. Have you ever raced on it in iRacing?
Oh,
Braxton?
Yeah, I did a lot of late model stock racing here, whether it was a fixed setup or open setup. I did a lot of laps. There was, when official racing went there for 1 week, I probably put in a good 500 to 800 laps just in total of doing practice and racing, because I really enjoyed it. If you can really, they're not showing in AI cars, but you can really get a lot bigger of an arc into the corner, get down. You can actually use some of that apron to turn a little bit if you need to, but trying to get down to that yellow line is pretty important. It's a pretty fun track.
And that was,
and if I remember correctly, they got a dirt version of this track as well.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I think I've done some dirt races here before. You were saying, Cody.
and I was wrong. It's in November is the Fireman's Birthday Bash, so it'll be it'll be the beginning of November, and then we'll have the Thanksgiving Classic at the end of November.
At the same track?
Yeah. Fireman picks the track.
Oh, okay.
It was Southern National last year, and then I think he had it at Langley the year before that. So this will be the 3rd annual Fireman's Birthday Bash, and he has to pick a different track. That was my only rule. We couldn't race the same track.
Got to be diversal. Got to diversified. Go to different places for sure. Oh, Deemer's holding his own. He's up to 9th. I don't know how the hell he's racing and pushing buttons at the same time. Halfway home, by the way. End of the second half for this one. Hey, coming up next, the Twin 40s for the late models coming up. As that will be our last race of the day. Yes, sir. Twin 40s. We had Cade Brown win race number 1 earlier. Got a last lap pass on Junebug, Dale Earnhardt Jr. And right now, watching them working their way to the corner, 12 to go with Lee Jones in front, Howard Holden in second, Sarah Bilter.
I want to say
Bilter followed by there Dustin Lane and James Kirby, Cody. Yeah.
I want to say thanks to everybody watching. We've got 11 people in the chat box right now watching, and the chat box has actually been kind of steady tonight, Wesley. Everybody's been kind of chit-chatting, hanging out.
Yeah, I seen where somebody was all excited. They were blowing the race up on the big screen TV, and other people were talking about the heat. Let me emphasize on that as well. Tracy Brown's in the house. Hello, Tracy, Leadfoot Racing League. Don't forget, we're doing the Leadfoot Racing League Hampton Heat 200 on Sunday. LFRL. I think Tracy Brown's doing the producing because Cody's not going to be nowhere in sight.
We're going to see. It just really depends on when the sprint car race gets done. The green flag drops at 2 o'clock. And we don't race until like 3:45, 3:30ish.
You'll be fine.
So I'm going to try to make it home. But the problem is I'm standing watching the 150. It's like a 100-lap sprint car race. But I think they're the first race. So they start at 3:30. So we probably won't get to race until about 4:45, 5 o'clock. So it's going to be pushing it for me making it on time.
Do you guys remember back in the day when Indiana used to be on Central Time, and then they moved it to the Eastern Time Zone? Do y'all remember that?
Yeah, they say when you get past Indianapolis on the west side of Indiana is still Central, but the east side is now Central, or Eastern Time.
So is Winchester still Central Time Zone?
No, it's Eastern Standard.
It's
Standard.
Eastern.
Yep. So
like close to the Ohio border.
Yeah, Indianapolis, the west side of Indiana is Central.
Yeah.
The east side of Indiana is Eastern Standard Time.
Like Angola, Indiana, places like that.
Yeah.
Right?
That'll be Central Time.
That's what I was about to say.
I think somewhere up in that region is like it turns into Central Time. I know when you get into like, what is it? It's
Michigan?
Way far west, Indiana. It's you
hold that thought. We're coming to the white flag here this time by with Lee Jones in the lead. Final lap. Flagman ain't doing nothing tonight, man. I ain't seen that guy wave a stick for nothing. You know that. Somebody
Easy
push him
job
off.
today. Easy money.
Exactly. Pushing the lights, I guess. Lee Jones, by the way, picks up the win of the Chargers as we have gone flag to flag, caution free in every single 5 races of the 6 so far. 5 for 5. Wow. No. Is it Kalamazoo, Michigan? I think it is, or no. That's up in Michigan. That's like going. That's way in. But once you get outside of Indiana, trying to think of it. No, whatever. Nonetheless, guys, caution free. How about it? Another caution free race of the Chargers, Braxton.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised to see that there's been no cautions at all. Granted, this field was a little bit smaller. I mean, it's the Chargers. There's still usually always caution, but usually it's a good race when there's no cautions, and I like that.
Here's a look at the results, ladies and gentlemen. It is Lee Jones picking up the win in the Chargers. Second place to Howard Holden. Sarah Bilter is in second place or third. Dustin Lane fourth, and James Kirby rounds out the top five. Then it's going to be the drivers of Noah Allison, the Pepsi car, my favorite car, I think, rap job of the night so far. Victoria Sessoms, John Riddle, David Hall, and the fireman, Jonathan Sessoms, will finish in the top 10. Cody, where are you?
In the back.
Oh, there you are.
Dalton Chupp finishes 11th. I finished 12th, and Spencer Allmendinger finishes 13th to round out the field.
Spencer Allmendinger. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got one more left to go. We're going late model racing. When we come back, remember, Cade Brown won about 90 minutes ago the, if you will, first race of the night with the twin 40 NASCAR late models. He got around Dale Jr. on the last lap. Will history repeat? Will Cade Brown go and sweep? Or will somebody else get the late model victory? We're taking a break, and that race is next.
Welcome to Elevated Television. We are home to the Pitfall Podcast.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iracing.com.
Hey, we're back here at Lanier National Raceway. The thunder, the rumble, the roar, the excitement of NASCAR late models is coming up next, and we're going to see if Cade Brown, who, by the way, is kind of starting in the back of the pack a little midways, is going to be able to try to shuffle, chuck, and jive his way back up to the front, get around Dale Jr., race 1 to win. What will happen in race number 2? Hope you've enjoyed your coverage of iRacing Wednesday Night Thunder. I think that's what we're going to call it. We got Cody Deemers in the booth on production. Braxton DeWeese is in the house as well. Remember to follow him at Braxton DeWeese Racing fan page on social media. And, of course, I'm yours truly, Outland Wellesley. I say that jokingly on Facebook. Wesley Outland is my real name as we get you ready for the late models, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait. What did you say? August 1st, Cody? Is that what you said? August 1st, I can change the name. I can change the name back to whatever. August 1st.
Somewhere like along in there. 60 days.
About 60 days. That's all I know. All right, let's go late model racing, everybody. The grid is ready to roll. Mini Tyrell starting the race on the outside of row number 1 in the first race. In second, he's on the pole now. Any day now. There it is. There's a look at the tech barn. Right now, the tech shed is closed because they're inspecting the Charger cars, especially Cody Deemer's car.
Tearing it down.
Tearing it down. Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Mini Tyrell. I'm just joking with Cody. Mini Tyrell and James Schaefer make up row number 1. Row 2 will find Donovan Strauss and Ronnie Bassett Jr. from Madhouse City, Winston-Salem. Andrew Grady, Tony Grady's second becoming right there on row 3 with Buddy Isles Jr. Yes, the Dirt Man, the Littleton Mafia is running pavement now. Landon River Lewis, Brandon Pierce right there on row number 4. Row 5, Connor Jones and the Maryland driver, Air Doug Barnes. He starts 10th.
Row 6 is going to find the Cars Pro late model champion of Caden Quapple to his outside. The guy that runs in Leadfoot Racing League on Sunday nights, the number 304, is going to be Parker Eatman. Row 7 to his inside is going to be Ryan Millington. And to the outside, going to be he's out of Wilmington, I believe, the number 16, Chad McCumbee. Row 8 is going to find Jared Fryer and Caden Honeycutt. Row 9, going to find Tristan McKee and Dylan Wilson. Row 10, your 19th and 20th starter, Landon Huffman and the Claremont Kid and Chase Burrow there, Braxton.
Row 11 will start off with the youngin' Carson Lofton in 22, and how about that? The veteran in the 301, Dale Earnhardt Jr. rounding out row 11. Row 12, we got Cade Brown in 303 and Ryan Deemers if he's racing. Row 13, Mason Diaz, his family owns Southern National Motorsports Park, and Connor Hall in the 302. Row 14, we have nobody, so that'll round out the field.
We don't have Cody Deemers either. Give me Ryan Deemers. I got you. The field's rolling, ladies and gentlemen. And we're set for the 40-lapper very quickly. We will pause. Don't go into commercial. Just stay with the field. We'll pause quickly for 10 seconds of station identification. And we're going racing from Lanier next.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
And we're back here at Lanier. Thanks for joining us for coverage on the Community Radio Network, iRacing on CRN and Elevated TV. An amazing group of people here with you. All right, the question is, though, can we see the driver of Cade Brown work his way back to the front? He is all the way in 21st. Got a hill to climb there. We'll see what he can do. It has been caution-free all night long. Twin race number 2 of the 40s of the NASCAR late models is coming to green. You have a race. That perpetual... Oh, yeah, baby. That perpetual motion of the kaleidoscope of colors is just absolute sweet thunder. And it's amazing, Braxton DeWeese, that they have found a way to make it sound just like the real deal on the iRacing server, like going to a real NASCAR late model race.
Yeah, they sound really close. I've been to multiple car store. Well, I went to the car store throwback race at Hickory in 2022, and multiple just late model stock races at Hickory. So they sound really good and really close. It's always nice to have that in a simulator to be really close to the actual thing. But Mini Tyrell, just like in real life here recently in the car store when he's been starting on the pole, he's running away.
And certainly running away with it right now, Cody, is right now Mini Tyrell got himself a couple of wins this year on the Cars Tour. Matter of fact, he is the most recent winner. Cars Tour will be in action next Wednesday night. I'll be on the announcing for that. And right now, he is leading them after winning at Dominion a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he's definitely looking good. He won at Dominion after leading flag to flag, started on the pole.
And Wake County. He won Wake County.
And he won Wake County as well. So he's been on the hot streak lately and looking to continue that. And he's out front here in the AI. Braxton.
Oh, big hit.
Not sure who that was, Braxton.
I don't know either. All I know is that they hit the wall real hard. It might have been that car right there, the black and red number 4, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know.
Is that Kate Brown?
I don't know if that's Kate Brown. We'll see here.
Wilson? Maybe Dylan Wilson? Yeah.
Dylan Wilson, that's right. I could be wrong, but it looked like that car, whoever it was, they hit the wall hard.
No, guys, it's Ryan Millington. Let's go back and check Ryan Millington's car. That's the one we're being told had problems here.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you see the fender. I can see the fender in just a little bit already, just by looking at it a tiny bit.
See if I can find it.
Ryan Millington, the driver, of course.
Might be clean.
From Burlington, North Carolina. Let's watch it. Lap by lap, step by step. Look at this here. What if he got in a quapple there, Braxton?
I'm not too sure. When I just recalling it back, it looked like the car might have got tight or dirty air. I mean, there ain't much dirty air here at Lanier, but it looked like the car got tight and hit the wall, whoever it was.
Oh, well. Let's go back live. Never mind. The event says Ryan Millington crashed. Anyhow, he's up to 11th now. Trying to get the top 10 there. Setting his sights on Mini Tyrell, the Manassas, Virginia driver. Oh, my goodness, we got a caution.
Wow.
For the first time tonight. The yellow is out. The Banana Republic flag is waving. If you don't know that color, it's yellow. And we don't know what the caution's for. Is it Ryan Millington again? Did he crash again? Let's see.
Did Bree fall off the right front?
I don't know. It says Ryan Millington crashed, and I click on it, and it takes me to here. This cannot definitely be it.
This is the start of the race.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh my God, everybody's crashed. Let's see.
And now you know the old cliche, guys. Cautions breed cautions. So now we're probably going to have.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't show me anything.
I just can't believe that Barney finally's doing his job. Finally stuck a there.
Yeah, he's holding it there.
I'm
serious.
serious.
I'm not going to wave that sucker. You're right. Last time the finish came out, he just stood there.
All of the races, he never waved the green. He never waved the white flag. He never waved the checkered.
He said, I don't know. I just work here.
Yeah. I'm just running the lights for you. So.
Yep. Any takers down pit road, potentially? I wouldn't see any.
I don't see anybody pitting. I really don't, unless they were damaged, but I don't see it.
Yep, I agree. Here we go, double filed up.
13 in, 17, 27 to go. My apologies. 6 to the halfway mark. Caution laps do not count. That's why time and scoring has gone off. Cattywampus, if you will. Mini Tyrell, Donovan Strauss, Andrew Grady, Landon Lewis, James Schaefer, Jones, Isles Jr., Ronnie Bassett, McCumbee, and Fryer. Your top 10 pace car is in. Cody, we're coming to green on lap number 14.
Yeah, I want to see if anybody's got anything for that number 81 of Minnie Tyrell. He drove away from the field that last run. Let's see if he can do it here. As the 51 of Donovan Strauss is going to start to the outside, but as we've seen all night, Wesley, the outside is not where you want to be.
No, you do not want to be on the outside. For some reason, it's just not being friendly. As we try to stick it 3 wide for a minute. Look at that car poking out of line. James Schaefer down to the inside. That, if you will, Dayglow orange looking 54. Down to the inside is Schaefer. That's Strauss. And here comes Grady going after Tyrell for the lead, Braxton. Braxton as they work into 2 and 3 and 4.
Yeah, double file for the third spot on back. Pretty good battling going on here. Just trying to get down to the bottom if you can. If you're on the top side, you definitely see the bottom side's definitely a lane you want to be in. The 51 car lost about a car length there on the outside to the 54. But they're racing pretty good throughout the back.
Boy, there is a massive storm brewing there in the back behind the top 5. One roll slip, and we'll have an issue here. As right now, 1 caution so far for the entire night. Hell, I'll take it. As we move into the halfway mark of this race. Minnie Tyrell up in front. And that second spot right there is Andrew Grady. Look at Dell Jr. That's the number 8 All-Star, MLB All-Star Game throwback car. He finished second in race 1. He was leading, got past. He's now cracked the top 15 now. And there you see everybody just kind of being patient, Cody. Landon Huffman's got to make a climb to the front. He's right now going after Tristan McKee, the young Commonwealth hot shoe for the 15th spot in turn 4.
Yeah, and it looks like Tristan McKee has hold that inside line up. And it looks like Huffman's going to try to muscle his way on the outside as they work down the front straightaway. Side by side, here comes Huffman on the outside, McKee on the bottom. And McKee used a little bit of muscle. Is Huffman going to get loose there, Braxton?
Yeah, he's stuck on the outside there. He needs to try to get down low if he can, right behind Junior. Junior, he helped sponsor him. That's actually Junior's half owner with Amy Earnhardt, his wife, with the High Rock Vodka. So they got a little deal. If Landon beats him, then he'll get a little bit more money with High Rock Vodka. If not, then the sponsorship's pulled. I'm just kidding.
I've had me some High Rock Vodka before. And
is it good?
It's good. It is, yes.
Nice.
I have.
Nice.
I don't want to say that I drink a lot. I don't. But, I have a drink a time or two, and I have had High Rock vodka. Matter of fact, Dale Jr. gave me like 2 or 3 bottles of High Rock vodka the first time that I called one of his races at Florence, South Carolina. I want to say it was 2023, I think it was. Yeah. As we're closing in on the finish of it, it's really good. I do recommend anybody if you've never had it. It's good. Minnie Tyrell leading the way. Minnie Tyrell was, of course, struggled in race number 1. If I remember, Cody, he fell all the way, back to 9th, 10th? Then we got another caution out. Second one of the race. I'm not sure what happened. You know what? I think Cody Demers is triggering the caution on his own, Braxton. DeWeese.
Yeah, I think he's got that flag man up there actually doing something and throwing debris on the track.
Said Manny lost his headset.
Yeah, pulled a Michael Waltrip and dropped the flag on the track. Come on.
He sure did. Like, what in the world, man? Come on, you had one job.
Yeah.
One job. Oh, wrong button.
Anyhow, we are under the yellow flag yet again as we have 13 to go. Hey, by the way, don't forget, big weekend ahead. Don't forget, we've got the Leadfoot Racing League Hampton Heat 200 late model special presented by Eastern Technical Designs coming up on Sunday.
Actually, the Spectaculars are presented by Elevated TV.
No, I'm not talking about the Spectaculator. Let me do my job, Cody. We got a 200-lapper from Langley on Sunday with the LFRL. And then we've got the 4th of July Spectacular presented by Elevated TV on July the 5th and 6th. And also on Sunday, July the 6th at 3 o'clock Eastern will be the Thunder Road Harley-Davidson late model race that we are doing as well. There you go. Now you're caught up. The more you know.
More that you know.
I keep up with the schedule better than you do, Cody. Like, it's
All right,
in my head.
All right, Outlaw Wellesley.
Outland Wellesley, you're exactly right. You did this to me, you madman. Back to green, 12 to go. Look at this boy, Andrew Grady, ABC Hosiery. Gildan shirts, number 1 on the outside. Time it scored has him as a 3:05. It is not. It is the number 1. He's the son of Tony Grady, one of the greats of the URA back in the day in late models. And right now, he is battling with Schaefer and Tyrell and now Strauss for the lead going to the corner, Cody.
Yeah, Grady trying to make something work on the outside, but it's not going to happen. As we see Jones, he's worked his way back up there. He's looking to go 3 wide with Buddy Isles Jr. on the bottom. Then you see, I believe that is McCumbee and Hall right there behind them. It's a waggle.
And we thought about going 3 wide there, Braxton, for just a moment. Look at the 88 car down to the inside.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a surprising move by the 44, but man, he decided not to do it. He's keeping it on the bottom. Andrew Grady cannot get off the top side and get to the bottom. He is just falling back. I believe he started 2nd. He's all the way back to 6th, working to 7th.
And Byard back there trying to hold the lights off of that machine of Mr. Connor Hall. Connor Hall's car. 2-time winner this year, obviously, in that number 88 machine down to the bottom. He won, of course, at the race at New River All-American Speedway. Another win earlier in the year as well. They're all coming to Caraway next Wednesday night. As right now, Minnie Tyrell sees an open hand, 4 fingers and a thumb from your flagman, Cody. It is 5 to go for the 81 Minnie T.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if Schaefer can run him down. And Braxton, I got to ask you, 5 to go, what's going through your head right now?
Try to catch him, try to get to that bumper. You know, I'm not much of a bump and run type of a guy, but if you can try to get the bumper there to get him up a little bit, then it's fair game. Just don't be too aggressive with it. Don't be an idiot with it, but time's running out, and I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to get there unless Minnie Tyrell makes a mistake, but Minnie's been on it all race.
3, make it 2 to go. Penultimate lap. Popsicle sticks from the freezer, especially as hot as it's been outside. 2 to go with Minnie Tyrell in the lead. James Schaefer back to 2nd. Donovan Strauss cannot get there. Here they come to the flag. White flag in the air. 1 to go. And let's see if Minnie Tyrell can hold on. 1 more circuit. Down the back straightaway at the 3/8 mile here at Lanier. Off of turn 4. Wrap it up. Elevated TV's Wednesday Night Thunder. And Minnie Tyrell will win late model race number 2. And only 2 cautions. Not bad at all.
No, not at all.
Not bad at all. I'll take it.
Wesley still thinks Slinger would have been a better race.
Do what now?
Always next time.
Yeah, I said Wesley Allen still thinks Slinger would have been better.
Slinger Super Speedway. I mean, I like Slinger. You know, I like that track. So.
Talk about a sketchy track right there.
I've been there in person. I've announced SRX. I've announced it
Nice.
the Slinger Nationals, which, by the way, it's coming up in mid-July. I think it is in 2 weeks, 3 weeks on a Tuesday night. Slinger Nationals. That's their big race. So, all right, let's take a look at the results of tonight's race 2 for the late models. Minnie Tyrell. If you've never been to Slinger Speedway in Wisconsin, put it in your bucket list. And I recommend the cheese curds as well. The cheese curds are good. Poutine, little cheese curds, poutine. Minnie Tyrell, James Schaefer picks up the win, of course. Or Minnie Tyrell picks up the win over James Schaefer, I meant to say. Donovan Strauss is 3rd. Buddy Isles Jr., how about it for the Littleton Mafia? Dirt to pavement, finished out of the top 5. Connor Jones as well. Connor Hall struggled. He stays mired back into the top 10, along with Thanksgiving Classic winner of last year, Parker Eatman. Ronnie Bassett Jr., Dale Earnhardt Jr., runner-up in race 1, finishes 9th. And modified to now late model superstar, Carson Lofton, Brian Lofton's son, finishes in the top 10.
Andrew Grady, Chase Burrow, Jared Fryer, Lee Pulliam Performance. Brandon Pierce comes home 14th. Landon Lewis in that KHI number 29 comes home in your 15th position. Chad McCumbee and the Moonshine Bandit, Dylan Wilson, comes home in the 17th position. Cade Brown and Caden Quapple and Landon Huffman in the High Rock Baca rounds out your top 20 there, Braxton.
Ryan Millington will start your 21st spot out. Tristan McKee, Doug Barnes Jr., Mason Diaz, Caden Honeycutt rounding out the 25-car field.
2 cautions for this race and for the entire night. That was it. Hey, listen, here's a look at that Blue Line Soft Wash race. Blue Line Soft Wash race description. Of course, they are a sponsor of the LFRL. And speaking of the Leadfoot Racing League, we'll be back with you on Sunday night. Make sure you plan to join us Sunday night, Elevated TV, CRN, with coverage on Sunday with the Hampton Heat, our Langley. I don't think we can call it Hampton Heat. I think we're going to call it the Commonwealth 200 or the Hot as Hell in Virginia 200 or something like that, because that is Hampton Heat's what it's their real late model race, and that's what they use for our big iRacing event coming up in July. So, nonetheless, we do have a big schedule ahead, as we mentioned. Sunday, the Virginia Commonwealth 200, that'll be on June the 29th, again, 9 p.m. 8 Central. Oh, no, 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, Elevated TV with the Leadfoot Racing League presented by Eastern Technical Designs. That is a 200 lapper on this Sunday. 200 laps. Now, we come back on July the 5th with coverage of the 4th of July Spectacular presented by Elevated TV, qualifying and heat races and preliminaries on Saturday, July 5th, and then Sunday, July the 6th, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, the second annual Thunder Road Harley-Davidson 200. That will be our late model race. That will be at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 Central on Sunday, July 6th. And then on Sunday night, July 6th, it is the last day of the 4th of July Spectacular. There will be big money on the line, the late models of the LFRL, the Racing League at Hickory. I think Braxton DeWeese is planning to run in that race as well. Braxton, always fun being able to work with you, my friend. As always, let everybody know how to keep up with you. Have fun this weekend wherever you go, Winchester or Anderson, and be safe when you're in that race car, buddy.
Yeah, first of all, I appreciate all that, and you can go to Braxton D Racing on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, as well as Instagram and YouTube. That'll have all my stuff there. You can go to Facebook and try to apply it to the Braxton DeWeese Racing fan page, and Weezer and I, which Weezer is my dad, we'll accept you on into that, and we'll be posting on all of them. I'll be making a video of our upcoming weekend with Cody and his 2 races, Friday and Sunday, and that'll be coming up on the YouTube page hopefully next week sometime.
There you go. And obviously, Mr. Cody Deemer, is always a pleasure, sir. Thank you for letting me be the chief announcer with this deal and try to keep up with your schedule and day-to-day lives and everything else. But another fun idea with Wednesday Night Thunder. And you enjoy the rest of your week. You have fun racing in that Thunder Roadster. Be safe out there. Your final take of tonight.
Oh, yeah, man, I appreciate it. It's been a long... I really haven't done much to the car. I mean, I spent probably $900 to get it ready. Bought 2 rims, 2 tires. I had to buy some parts for it. I had to do a couple different things and buy some cleaning supplies to clean it, make it all look shiny, and get everything ready to go. And it's just been one thing. I'm actually going to try to go to Winchester tomorrow night from 7:30 to 10 and run a couple practice laps to break some tires in. I got some new tires on the car and want to go get a heat cycle in before tomorrow night, or for Friday night, excuse me. So, gonna go do that tomorrow night, and then, yeah, man, this is kind of, like I said, I was bored, and I was sitting here at the house, and I texted Wesley and was like, hey, man, what you doing? He said, nothing, sitting at home. And like I said, I totally thought it was Friday, not Wednesday, because
I was binge watching The Sopranos on the Max app.
Well,
there you go, right?
I'm not used. I'm not used to being off on a Thursday, so it's different. I'm used to being off on a Friday or a Saturday, and yeah, it's different. So I got my days confused. It happens, but yeah, really good racing. Wish we could have had a couple more cautions in some of the races to get some things, but I'm still working on with these AIs to get them to cause a little bit more cautions, but we'll regroup, come back, and get ready for the Thunder Road Harley Davidson 200.
That's right. Make sure you plan to join us again, LFRL in Virginia, Langley Speedway this Sunday. I think Tracy Brown and myself and Cody might pop in, Scott Shive. We're looking forward to that one, and obviously that is a fun time for late models. Next Sunday, then Hickory, then the Thunder Road Harley-Davidson iRacing 200 as well. Going to be a fun time as always. Elevated TV, follow them on the world of YouTube, social media at Elevated TV, Facebook at CRN-Community Radio Network, at CRN Sports, of course, on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok. We're on TikTok. And by the way, don't forget also about the Four Wide Motorsports ARCA series. They're also racing next Monday, and that will be, of course, at Elevated TV at IRP, Indianapolis Raceway Park, which is actually known now as Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. So there you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. Thanks for checking us out. Replays will be up for everything very soon. For everybody at Elevated TV and CRN, for Cody Deemers, Braxton DeWeese, our driver analyst, I am Wesley Outland. Be good, everybody. And thank you for watching, listening, and we will do it again soon with the famous simulation world of iRacing for your entertainment pleasure. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of Elevated Broadcasting. Elevated TV would like to thank all of our fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.